Hi everyone, welcome to RPA Explorers channel.
I hope everyone are doing good. In today's video, we are going to see about action set component. It can be useful when we are dealing with UI, which is nothing but interacting with images. Let's see how you can use this. So go to the toolbox and filter with action. So under actions, which is UI, you have plenty of actions available, and we are going to concentrate on this action set. Let's drag and drop it. And this is the action set component, which says it perform multiple user action with a single action set component. So with the help of just single component, you can have multiple user interactions, so which we will see now. And also it gives us the option to take input and output parallelly. So you can see the procedure to use action set component, and also the list of action which it has. So it has like click, set text, get text, table, OCR related activity, and so on. And for all these action, you have certain definitions as well, like how you can make use of them. And now let's see them in action. Once you use this action set component, first is to open this configuration window. Just click on this gear icon at the top. So this is the window which has the actions list. Below you have the properties, and there you have to select your images. So first step is to capture your images, and for this demo I'm just going to capture a login page of RPA Design Desktop Studio. So this is the login page in which I'm going to capture this entire connection manager and typing in my username, password, and clicking on enter with the help of my action set. First step is to click on this capture image, and as soon as you click it, you will be seeing a prompt that you have to press Ctrl plus Shift for your selection. And now directly go to the application. So once you are in the application, just click on Ctrl and Shift together, and you will be able to see this plus icon on your cursor, which defines that you have to capture the specific image. So I'm going to capture my entire connection manager here. So once this is done, leave your mouse and it automatically get captured in the action set. So now this is the actual image. Step is to add anchor for your image. So we are going to capture the username, password, and then clicking on login button. So I'm going to add an anchor, and you can see this yellow which defines that it anchor, and also you can see the position. So this will be my first anchor, and my second anchor is going to be on my password. Then click on the first anchor, do a right click. You will be able to see the list of actions for a specific anchor. And here we have click, which is used to click on the specified page, and then set text, get one, table, image, text selections, and everything. And also you have something called mouse action, in which you can just scroll down, move your page, or doing a double click, left click, and everything. So for setting your username, either you can use this set text or your send keys. So comparatively send keys is most faster, so I'm just going to click on send keys, and just drag and drop it to the position where you want to enter it. So here I want to send my keys, so this is done. Similarly, we'll do the same for the next one, which is password. So we are done with the second. Now we have set the username and in the password, and also when you are in a different anchor, you will not be able to see all the actions for the previous anchor. Only if you click it, you will be able to see. And then go to the action set. Here you will be able to see the list of anchors and the respective actions you have. So, and then I'm going to click on my first anchor, which is anchor 1. So you can also see that it is highlighting. Here you can change the name. So I'm just going to say that my anchor is username. So let me give username. In case you have multiple anchors over here, and if you want to skip if the previous anchor fails. So for example, if we are using password and if the previous anchor fails, which is on username, then there is no point in entering the password. So in that case, you can just enable this. So in my case, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just set it as default one. And also anchor match count. For example, if you want to match the number of anchors you have for the specific image, you can just enable it. And also have something called target platform. As this is my Windows application, I'm just going with Windows. If you want to go with auto detect, which will automatically detect based on the application you give. So if you want to retry it, so you can also just enable this scroll during retry. It can actually scroll down the page when it is retrying it. And I'm not going to concentrate on any other property. Let it be default. Let's go ahead and configure the next one, which is action for the first anchor username. So this is where you have to concentrate. If you want to have some delay before it enter, make sure you give a delay. So I'm just going to give delay of 2 seconds, and after I'll just give a delay of 1 second. By default we have this 9 milliseconds. And also this can be useful, clear existing value. When you have some value which is already written on username and you want to overwrite your value or clear your existing value, then set it to true. So this is the execution order. Currently we have only one, so it defines the execution order is one, which is not editable. Expose port is nothing but if you want to expose this port on the component level. So maybe when I close this, I'll show how this property exactly works. Use mouse click to focus. So when it is typing in the password, if you want to concentrate on the mouse click, enable it. So the name is send keys. So let it send keys. Maybe we'll give like username UN. And here you have something called send input, send keys, background, scan code. And comparatively send keys are most fastest, so I'm just going to enable send keys. So you can also make it typing in the background, which is also super fast until and unless the anchor is constant always. Finally, I'm going to change the property for my password as well. So we are done with entering username and password, and then we have to click on enter. So either you can go with click text or you can go with send keys by just typing in enter. Click basically takes some time. Only when you send keys it is bit faster when compared to all other actions we have. So I'm going to use send keys, but here's the question, like how do you define what exact anchor you should use for your login? For sure you cannot use this username, because if you use username as your anchor for login, the execution order will be like entering the username and then immediately it will try to click on login. So this login shouldn't be the anchor for username. Rather, we can keep this password as anchor or any other specific element you want to keep. So I'm just going to keep my password as anchor, so that after entering the username it can come to my second anchor. The first execution order is typing in the password and then it just click on my enter. So similarly you can do the value over here and just enabling send keys. This send keys is for login and this one is for my password. So let me keep it as PS. So we are done with everything and I'm going to close this directly. Okay. As I mentioned there, we have something called expose port. So if you want to weave the ports enabled here on component level, just enable that expose port. If you don't want to weave this over here, then you can directly disable them. Okay, so you can disable them. So in that way, this port will not be enabled here. So now let's start typing the username. So I'm just going to give my username, but not the exact password. So randomly I'm going to give some password. And send keys login is enter. So whenever you enter any shortcut keys or anything, make sure you enter them in this square bracket. For using action set, whatever application you are interacting with, make sure you start that application. So you have something called start app, and I'm not going to use this. I'm just directly going to open this image and see what is going to happen now. Let's look at the property as well. So currently we don't have any delay or anything. I'm just going to add some delay so that I can go to the application, make it open, and the bot can identify the image. So let me run this. We'll quickly go to the page. So it is trying to enter the password. It also clicked on login. So now we have an error. This is how the specific action set work, and also I'll show like how you can capture the error messages or you can make some decision based on certain UI element. And for this also you can go with this action set component. For example, you can have different action set component, capture this complete connection manager. So of this action called get text to get the specific text, and then you can make certain decision. but I'll be showing a different method which is on component wait for images. Here you can add multiple images as you want. So just click on plus. Here you have to click on this. Again go to the image, control plus shift, and I'm going to select only my error window. Okay, done. So whenever I have this error, it defines that either the username or the password is not correct. So let me log my error. Says that either username or password is incorrect. If it is logged in correctly, so I don't want to log anything. And also there are scenarios that it might have different error messages, so try to capture all the images one by one. So in my case, when my username is not correct but my password is correct, irrespective of the username or password, we supposed to get the same kind of error message. So we are good that we have captured only one images for all kinds of error. We quickly test it. And also to show the property which is clear existing value, so I'm going to add some random value so that we can see whether it is capable of existing or not. We'll add some random value. Let me close this. We'll run this now. So now it didn't clear the existing value, rather it overwritten the value. So you can see that it was overwriting with the existing admin value. And also wait for image got executed successfully. You will be able to see the error messages, either username or password is incorrect. So now we'll go to the action set and we'll see what is the cause. So basically what is the error. Let me switch back to the send input for both username and password, and now we'll try it again. We'll close it. We'll keep some value. Okay, so this time it is capable of removing the existing value and it has overwritten the value as expected. So let me show you what was the actual error. For every input type, we have certain properties to be worked. So when you take send keys, this clear existing value doesn't work. This send keys over here, it doesn't matter other properties over here. Only when it is input and you want to clear an existing value, make sure you go with send input, not send keys. So that was the error, and now after I change it to send input, it worked perfectly fine, that it was able to use the property which is clear existing value. So this is how you can make use of this value. So we have plenty of other actions as well. Now any tables to be captured, go with get table. So here you have to define the table you want to select it. And also you have something called OCR. This can be helpful when you want to read the text from specific image. So this is about the action set, and I have explained it with very simple example. In case you guys have any doubt, please let me know in the comment. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video.